Danielle joins us now from the Stars Air Ambulance hangar up by the airport. Maybe it's just my imagination, but it felt like it got warmer today.
It did. Today was the warmest day of the week, and will be the warmest day of this week because it's going to get colder after this. Also, you can see the chopper behind me. It's pretty cool. Ian, while I love spending time with you, it's really fun hanging out in the hangar. And I'm hanging out here because we have to talk about the lottery that's in place and a deadline that you need to know about so you can support Stars. So we'll get to that in just a minute. But for now, let's talk temperatures. These lovely temperatures that we had out today. Not only was it sunny today, but the winds were relatively calm for much of the day as well. We're sitting at -7 with a wind chill of -9. So yes, that's not deceiving you. This is the warmest day of the week so far. -5 is the base temperature downtown. Big Four Motors massive first anniversary sales on. See it at big4motors.com. In Tazaa Park at -7 right now. And we look at those next 24 hours, expected to be a little colder for tomorrow with a wind chill of -22 in the morning, and by the afternoon a wind chill of -18. You may even see a couple stray snowflakes here and there. More details coming up.
Danielle joins us once again. So we had a high in the middle of the week today, and then it gets colder again?
Yeah, it's going to get colder again. But by next week, you're going to really like it, Ian. Now, before we get all into the forecasts and stuff, I'm here at the Stars hangar in front of this really cool chopper, and I have someone joining me today. So this is Stuart Grant, and Stuart is the one who saves people for Stars. So hi.
Hi.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much for being here.
Okay, so can you, I know you've saved a lot of people, so thank you for that. But can you tell us maybe about memorable?
Definitely. I mean, there's hundreds and hundreds of missions. We've flown over 60,000 patients, but for me, we happened to be in a small town hospital, didn't have to transport a patient at that time, and a patient walked in having a massive heart attack. And we were able to jump right into action, and for lack of a cheesy line, the stars aligned, and we were able to transport him down to the Foothills Hospital and get immediate care within an hour or so, which is unheard of in most circles.
So he wouldn't have survived otherwise?
He would have had a much longer journey of 4+ hours, and could have had a much worse outcome. So.
Okay, so you never want someone to need Stars, but it's nice to know it's here if anybody needs it. And this lottery is your largest fundraiser, correct?
Yeah, so the Stars Lottery is our biggest fundraiser. It supports one of our bases for an entire year, so it's really important for us.
Okay, and how many missions in a year?
We're upwards 60,000 missions as an organization right now, so and that's over since 1985.
Okay, and celebrating 40 years, which is
40
impressive.
years this year. Yeah, it's our birthday.
Okay, so let's talk about where we can get the tickets, and we also have a deadline to talk about, so midnight tomorrow.
Yeah, so midnight tomorrow is our early bird deadline. You can get tickets at starslottery.ca for all information there.
Okay.
And then the early bird prize is a 2025 Porsche Targa 911 or $225,000 cash.
So, I mean, who doesn't want a Porsche or cash, but then also supporting this amazing
we're winning either way.
Okay, so. Well, thank you.
Thank you so much.
I'm going to get to the weather forecast, and hopefully people start getting those tickets.
Yes, please. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Stuart. All right, let's talk about the forecast here, because before we get to the warmer weather, we are getting a little colder once again. We do have extreme cold warnings in place. Outside, yes, it's mainly cloudy. There may be a stray snowflake out there in some pockets as well. No significant snowfall in the forecast to talk about, but we are looking at some colds. There is the extreme cold warning in place for Hanna and Oyen areas, and that's because of a wind chill of -40 tonight through tomorrow morning is continually possible. Fernie, the extreme cold warning has just dropped in that area. So when we look at wind chill right now, it feels more like -16 in Claresholm. That's not so bad. I mean, it is February. It feels like -13 in Calgary, colder further off to the east, as you can see. So with the wind chill, it feels like -25 in Drumheller, -24 in Medicine Hat. Looking at the overall upper air analysis here, the key thing I want to show you is that I want to advance this to show you as we get into the weekend, and you can see that cold Arctic air starting to move its way out, and that ridge of high pressure that is starting to track its way in by the weekend. Now, we're not going to notice a huge change in the weekend. The weekend weather should be similar to what we had out there today, maybe even a little bit colder, but it's really setting us up for next week to have much warmer weather. Yeah, we have some cloud cover out there. Again, there's a couple pockets of snowfall up in and around Edmonton and Red Deer, so we could see a couple snowflakes this evening, 30% chance of that, and we could even see a few flurries out there here and there tomorrow and through Friday for Valentine's Day. I do have to say that Valentine's Day will be the coldest of the next 5 days, so cuddle weather for sure. -19 is our high, with wind chills in the -30s at times. Then we improve from there. Again, we get that warmer air mass, that ridge of high pressure building in, so by Sunday, a high of -8, Monday a high of -9. Ian?
Danielle, your long-term forecast is looking much better.
Yeah, I'm going to show you this long-term forecast, the 10-day trend, and this is going to make you happy, Ian, and all of you at home, if you're looking forward towards warmer temperatures. Today's high -7, so today was actually quite nice. The sun was out, the winds were calm. Currently, we are sitting at -8. When you look at that 10-day trend, yes, the coldest of the next 10 will be Valentine's Day with a high of -19 and wind chills in the -30s. So we're getting colder, but then after that, you can see we warm up, and we should be above the freezing mark by Friday of next week.
Let's get our first peek at the forecast now. Danielle is at the Stars hangar tonight. It is not quite as cold this evening.
You're right, and today in general, this is the warmest day of the week, so hopefully you enjoyed it. There's a little bit of sunshine out there. The winds were relatively calm, and it was a reasonable day in comparison to what we've had. I am at the Stars hangar, and I'm here because we have to talk about a Stars lottery deadline. That's midnight tomorrow. We'll get into those details in just a little bit, but for now, yeah, let's talk about where we're at. -9 is the base temperature. It feels more like -13 with that wind chill. By tomorrow in the morning, again, keep in mind tomorrow will be a little cooler. So we're going to cool down before we warm up, and by next week, significantly warmer. In the morning, -22 with the wind chill, and in the afternoon, -18. So we'll talk about this cooling trend that we'll get for the next couple of days and the significantly warmer weather that's in store for us next week. Tara, all those details coming up.
Thank you, Danielle. Let's go back up to Danielle, live at the Stars hangar tonight, Danielle.
Yeah, so you can see into the back of one of these choppers and how it's all set up here. And I'm joined by Josh Nash. And we were talking, and you know, you never want to need Stars service, but it's nice to know it's here if you do, right? And you have a story to tell us about that.
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously, our lottery is huge for us every year. And we did have a gentleman that was, or is, a Stars supporter, and he purchased tickets for our Stars lottery. And then about 10 years after winning the bonus prize, which was a grand prize show home.
Oh, okay.
We picked him up about 10 years later. He needed Stars, he needed our services. And it wasn't until during the flight with our air medical crew that he actually announced that he was a grand prize show home winner.
Oh, so he was pretty happy he supported Stars.
Yeah, and
okay.
It was wonderful for us that we could actually support him back and be there for him in his time of need.
See, that's incredible. And again, it's like something that we all need to kind of support, because we never know if a loved one is going to need.
And we appreciate all the support, because that's what allows us to deliver the critical care in the province. So
right, and so this lottery is your biggest fundraiser, correct?
It is our biggest. This lottery itself helps fund one of our Alberta bases for an entire year.
Okay.
So it's very important to us. Our bonus prize deadline is tomorrow at midnight. You know, we have over 4,000 prizes this year. It's probably our biggest year as far as prizes for lottery.
And the bonus prize is a Porsche, correct?
The bonus prize, yeah, one of the bonus prize there is the Porsche 911, or you can take home $225,000 cash.
Pretty good. Okay, so how do we get the tickets?
So get tickets, go to starslottery.ca. Just follow the website there, purchase your tickets, and again, it helps support us and
people can also call the number, correct?
Yep, people can phone the 1-800 number, starslottery.ca. You can even come in and visit our bases.
Amazing. Well, Josh, thank you very much.
Thank you.
I'm going to get to the weather forecast here. All right, Skywatch weather camera showing you it's actually a pretty beautiful evening. If you kind of wear some layers out there, yes, it's cold, but it's quite nice out there in comparison to what we've had so far this February. I'm at the Stars hangar, sitting in one of the Stars choppers, and for their lottery, the Stars lottery, the deadline for the bonus prize, the Porsche with the $225,000 cash, that's midnight tomorrow. So get your tickets. All right, let's talk about this weather because it's been a mild day today in comparison. -7 was our high today, and -9 is where we're sitting right now. So we're nowhere near the record high of 18.9. Nowhere near that. And we won't get anywhere near that even next week, but I will say this. Next week, we will get above the freezing mark. And I'll show you that in the 10-day trend in just a second here. Extreme cold warning in place for the Hanna and Oyen area because wind chills of -40, possible tonight through tomorrow morning. You can see it is colder further to the east. Drumheller, Medicine Hat, feeling more like -25 with that wind chill. In Calgary right now, we feel closer to -14. Tomorrow in Kelowna and Kamloops and Salmon -4 is a daytime high with a good amount of cloud cover. Edmonton -16, mainly cloudy. And then as we head further south, we're looking at a good chunk of cloud cover. You may even see a stray snowflake here and there, but we're not looking at any real significant snowfall. -12 is a high for Calgary tomorrow, -9 for Lethbridge, and -13 for Medicine Hat. Looking at that 10-day trend, here you go. If you like the warmer temperatures, you're not getting it for Valentine's Day. -19 will be the high. That will be the coldest of the next 10. But by the time we get into next week, as you can see, the temperatures warm up. So on the weekend, we're looking at temperatures similar to today, but by Friday of next week, we should finally be back above the freezing mark. Tara.
Thank you, Danielle. You probably wish we'd sent you to Mexico City to cover that game.
Why didn't I get that assignment?
I know, but it's going to get better, Danielle, right? The end is near.
Yes, it will. I mean, it won't be Mexico City weather,
no.
But you know, it'll be warm enough for February in Calgary. You'll really notice it next week. Until we get there, though, we're going to take another dip again into the cooler air, and then we'll bounce back up. So for tomorrow, a little cooler than today, -12 will be the high, and then the coldest day of the next 5, Valentine's Day, -19. So, you know, maybe a movie by the fireplace type thing. Then by Sunday, we get up to -8, which is similar to today, -9 for Monday, and then after that next week, by Friday, we get above that freezing mark. All right, Weather Window brought to you by Lux Windows and Doors, crafting quality windows and doors for your style, budget, and Alberta's climate. And this one is sent in by Roy Miller. You can see the beautiful moon and the snow, and yes, a lot of that snow will melt next week too, so we got to get ready for that. Tara.
That is a great shot. Before we go, we have a very special birthday wish for a very special viewer tonight, Glenn.
I just want to take this time to wish happy birthday, 90th birthday to my amazing mother, Etta Campbell.
Oh, that's so
beautiful lady.
Great. A huge happy birthday to Etta Campbell.
Happy birthday.
Thanks for watching tonight. Have a terrific evening. We'll see you tomorrow.